Let us be very clear that we are not evicting absolutely anyone. We are relocating people, and they knew this, to another hostel. Now, you don't acquire rights in a hostel. Okay, they pay £10 a week, those who pay £10 a week, and it is a hostel-like environment. They have to move out if the hostel tells them that they're going to demolish the hostel. Nobody says, I'm not going to move out. You have to.
But Minister, they are being evicted from the place that they live at present.
They're not being evicted, and it is a hostel. You don't live in a hostel, you habit in a hostel. But it's not their house. This is a hostel. And this is where we are missing. I think there's something missing there. You know, people think it's a hotel. It's not an hotel. It is a hostel.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the Sunrise Motel is in a fit condition for them at present?
Yes, I do. And I wouldn't sit here and say it if I didn't believe it. I went to the Sunrise this morning because I was hearing so much. The last time I went there was after the elections, and I can tell you that under new management now, it has completely turned over a new leaf and it looks so much cleaner.
Minister, we've heard that there's holes in the wall and that some will have to share a room between 8. These are people who are 80 years old, some are ill, some have cancer. Is that really a fit condition?
A fit condition? You're asking if the building is in a fit condition. Now, the building is in a fit condition. Of course you would find 2 holes actually in the ceiling. And that was, we had a water leak a couple of days back. They had to knock down through the ceiling to find where the leak was. They had to knock down further down the hall. They found the water leak and now it's been fixed. And the ceiling will be plastered back up again. That's what the holes were, a leak in the ceiling. And when you ask about people living 8 people to a room, that is not so. You know, people live either in single rooms or in doubles or sometimes triple. It depends on the size of the room. Like I said, hostel conditions mean that. In a hostel, you share. So is it adequate? Yes, it is an adequate hostel for the merits of what a hostel is.
Can you confirm there's no room that 8 might have to share?
There is a room with 8 beds, which is separated by a wall, okay? 4 beds on this side and 4 beds on the other side.
That's quite cramped, no?
No. The room is extremely large. And so you have more than ample room there. It's got 2 balconies that look onto the road. It's a very bright room and it's a very clean room.
If there are plans to create an extension in the motel, why can't you just wait to build that extension before forcing them to move there?
Because we had a deadline with the Queen's Hotel.
So is the government just so desperate to make its premium that it's willing to force these people to leave?
Not at all. Like I said, they knew months ago that this was going to happen. This has not been sprung on them from one night or from one day to the other. I mean, let us all look at this. I think all this has been prompted by a rabble-raiser. And I imagine he's using very gullible people for his own, advance or for his own position. But all this has started recently. They all knew they were going to move, and we never had any problems.
Although the government legally is allowed to do what it's doing, do you really think it's the right thing to do?
What is right is that we should give people adequate hostel accommodation, and that is exactly what government is doing.